right. We're going to get into this right now. We're going to Skol at the enemy. This is the first time ever we brought on two fans of the other team. We're going to bring on Manny and we're going to bring on Greg. So let's give them a nice Skol.
Skol, boys.
Skol, fellas. Welcome to the Skol show.
Uh-oh. Greg might be frozen.
What's up, fellas?
Uh-oh, Greg. There he is.
Yo.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, y'all?
You
see, I'm representing.
Every week except this week, guys. You're great. You're a great fan base, but this week we hate you. Okay.
You know what? That's what I want to ask you guys first. Like, what do you guys think about the Vikings? Not just this season. Like, what's your opinion on the Vikings in general?
Okay. All right. I'm going to jump in here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do I think of the Vikings? What do I think of the Vikings? Recently, I think that you're not equal to Bud Grant's Vikings. Okay?
Okay, that's fair.
That was a black and blue team. That man came to your town to beat you senseless so you would have him in your head. He owned the 70s. I'm a Fran Tarkenton fan. I go way back. Okay, loved watching the Vikings in the 70s. Okay, the Vikings have become this kind of West Coast hodgepodge. All right? They're following the pack. I haven't liked that. And what you're seeing this week, what's coming to Minnesota, is Bud Grant's Vikings. Here's what I mean. Okay, the Lions are built on the back of the offensive line. Just like the Washington Redskins, who would burn an entire quarter to kick a field goal to keep the ball away from you. Because if I have the ball, you don't. True?
True.
Exactly. Okay. And that's how those games are won. That's the kind of game this is going to be. That first quarter is going to be lit. Okay. But once they settle down and get into that game, it's going to be some real black and blue football. That purple jersey is going to show, and the history of the black and blue division is going to be seen, and the entire nation is going to be watching this game. We're going to see in this game who is going to take the number one seed in the NFC. And I have to hope it's the Lions, but if it's not my Lions, it better be your Vikings.
Yeah, boy.
Okay? You know,
I can live with that.
Here's to the north. Here's to the north.
All right, cool. So Manny,
all right.
What is your background as a Lions fan?
I am 61 years old and a lifelong Lions casual fan because there was no point learning their names because they sucked. Honestly, I go back to Greg Landry and Lem Barney and Charlie Sanders, Billy Sims, another one bites the dust. You know,
2020.
Oh yeah, it's 0-16. Oh my God. Okay. William Clay Ford, the single head of that franchise for 60 years, was an amazing human being, but an absolutely shitty football team owner. Okay. Hands have changed. It's been good the past couple of years. And we're seeing this division develop into something very powerful, like the NFC West was for quite a while. Okay. Hang on, guys. It's going to be a great ride. It really is. I have to apologize for being late. I was ambushed in my driveway by some Bears fans. Okay. So.
You weren't late at all, man. I was trying to rush to get you on in time because I know it's later for you than it is. Well, for me, anyways, it's later for you. These guys, I don't care about how late it is for them.
Yes, he's proved that many times.
But so as you're saying, like you grew up a lifelong Lions fan, no names, this and that. What has the transformation been like these last few years, going from those like lovable losers to being like an actual legit powerhouse?
It's for us in Detroit, and I'm not alone. It is the single most wonderful thing because it is the one franchise that has not brought us a title in our lifetime. Okay, the Tigers have won World Series in my lifetime. The Red Wings, the Pistons won. Okay, you got the Lions hanging on, and we never figured we'd see them with even a shot. Okay, and it looks like a real shot this year and next year.
What's up, Greg? We got you?
Yeah, I think. Am I good?
Yeah. Now you're good.
I had to come outside, man. It ain't working.
Fellas, let me ask you a question. I'm going to go back just a couple of years. I want to go back, I think it was 3 years. where you guys were coming off like one of those seasons where I think you only like one game, and you were coming in. I think it was Dan Campbell's first year, and you were still losing games, but it was oh so close. And then I think you tied. Was it the Steelers? And you ended up beating us for your first win of the season. But like in that whole season where you were still losing those games, but it was like heartbreaker. I think you opened up against the Eagles and they got up big on you, and then you ran your way back in and they barely beat you like by a field goal. And what I want to ask you is, when you were watching those games happen where it's like just so close, but you couldn't quite chin the bar, what were you thinking in the grand scheme of your team at that point?
Here's what I saw, okay? Have any of you played competitive sports?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was a baseball player. So you know when you're watching it hustle. You know when somebody is playing, right? And I see it, okay? I saw in those teams guys who didn't have the kind of talent that could put them on the elite rosters, but were working so hard for this guy. I saw in Dan Campbell in those games a coach who was going to get them where they needed to go if they worked hard enough. The perfect example of that is Dan Skipper, who got cut on Hard Knocks, if you remember, okay? And he was crying, but the man brought his lunch and he made a team. And that moment represents every working person in this town. Dan Campbell, in my opinion, is probably the best coach in the NFL right now because he can get those guys to run through a brick wall.
In that aspect, I agree. I don't know about schematically.
Well, we could talk about the schematics because he's a very simple coach. It's Ben Johnson that is really doing the magic with that offense. Okay, but if you take a look at the way this guy addresses his team, okay, he's straight up, just like this group. He's just straight up. There's no dance. There's no bullshit. Okay, and because he's honest with these guys, he can get them to do things that they would not do for other coaches, and that is hard to find. You'll find the same thing with Kansas City Chiefs.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, thank you. Okay, he's a different kind of motivator. Okay, but he gets them where they need to be in their head, and that's what Dan Campbell does. This is gonna be the best game of the season. There's not gonna be a game that compares to this.
It'll be the best game of the season up to this point. I'll give you that. Greg, I want to ask you a different question, and that is, what makes you confident in this game, and what gives you worries in this game about playing the Minnesota Vikings this week?
Well, my worries is hopefully Aaron Jones ain't playing. That's one of my worries. But I know, we stop the run real well. We stop the run. So my worries is that pass defense, man. Is Arnold gonna be able to check your boy Jeffrey?
Check.
You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be one of our biggest tasks right there. Can we hold him to, limited pass or limited deep passes? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what might kill us. But one thing I noticed this year about us, man, we ain't been giving up no deep passes. So we keeping everything under.
So you're not worried about the Vikings defense at all?
Not really.
Man,
I'm gonna tell y'all why.
Okay.
I'm not guys' defense, because we run the ball well. And that is huge. That's huge for us. Running the ball.
That is huge. And having the two running backs you have kind of concerns me somewhat. But we're one of the top 3 in run defense right now. So that kind of gives me confidence that we can stop them. I feel like you guys used to pass the ball a little more to running backs, which would scare me, but you're not doing that this year. So what makes you confident in this game?
For us winning the game?
Yeah. What's your next, Manny?
Our running game.
I'm scared to death of that. I am scared to death of that defense because you have a solid front 4 and you have like 19, 20 sacks already?
20.
Right? Yeah, 20. Okay. The secondary is stable. Okay. The backfield is really good. Okay. The Lions run the ball. Our strongest part of the team is the offensive line. So we've got the best. We've got the best against the best. And the Lions have to win that battle to win the game. And if you win that part of the battle, then it's all done. I'm scared of that defense. I am.
Rinaldi, same question. What makes you confident that the Vikings can win this game, and what worries you that we might not win this game?
Oh, it's all about being able to cover the wide receivers. I mean, that is a prolific offense, and if we don't do a good job of covering them up, not letting them get over the top, we are going to have a hard time keeping up with them. I have a little bit of a question for I guess Greg or Greg first, because Manny just answered the last one. You know, we lost Hawkinson in a game last year, and he's come back. He's primed to come back on Sunday, maybe Thursday.
Okay.
But it happened in a Lions game, and it was Kirby Joseph who made some really awful comments.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Kirby Joseph and those comments and having the prospect of Hawkinson having a revenge game?
That's tough, man. I really think, you know, being a free safety and being the kind of player that a free safety is supposed to be, you gotta be like that. You gotta be angry. You gotta be evil. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the best free safeties was evil. You know what I mean? Sure, Brian Dawkins, they out there to hurt you. You know, one of the San Francisco's guys, they out there to hurt you. So the revenge game, I don't know, man. Hawkinson, man, I used to love some Hawkinson, dog. I hated that we gave him to you guys. I love me some Hawkinson.
Same question, Manny.
I don't know what the comments were, so I gotta kind of defer. But if there is a revenge game involved here, Hawkinson's your guy because the guy's solid. We drafted him high for a reason.
Yeah, thanks.
Really hated losing him, especially to you guys in the division. All right, as fans, great guy. Okay. As for how the game's played anymore, I mean, it's downright violent. I'm not a fan of the way they play it. I'm not a fan of the way they play it now. Okay. There's a lot of low hits, and they all seem to not get flagged. None of us, at least me in my circle, we're not fans of that stuff. Okay. When I was hanging out with friends who played football in high school, it was above the waist. Okay. Now it's between the waist and the knees. That's not a good angle. Okay. People are going to get hurt that way. People are going to lose their careers. What's going to happen with Hawkinson? Dude, I'm telling you, he's going to tear it up. He's going to tear it up on Sunday. I really think if he's there, he'll tear it up.
Hawkinson, he's under 25 yards Sunday.
I mean, he might be because he doesn't play. If he plays, he's definitely breaking that 25, my guy.
All right, so I got another question for you. Give me two position groups that you feel like the Lions are better than the Vikings, and give me two position groups where you feel like the Vikings are better than the Lions.
Greg, go ahead, Greg.
Oh, y'all gonna give me the question first, right? Oh man, I think two position groups.
If you can only do one, that's fine.
Offensive line, definitely. Offensive line. And then we got the advantage on the running game. And you guys got the best you got a better class of wide receivers, you know, with Jefferson and the rookie you guys got in what's the other boy name?
Addison.
Addison. So on that part, you guys got us there. I think the defense, well, you guys caused turnovers, man. You guys got us on that too, man. You guys got us on that. Yeah.
Fair enough. What do you say, Manny?
What I said earlier, that the best part of your team is that defensive front. That is going to win a lot of games for you. Okay. And the best part of the very best part of the Lions is their offensive line. It's one of the best in the league. All right. We have, I think, an advantage in special teams. Okay. We've got a really good kicking game. And I think that your receivers are a notch above ours in separation. I really do. A weakness from our perspective, I think, is the secondary. Okay. I think there's the potential for us to really get picked apart out there if Sam Darnold can be kept upright. If you guys are in the backfield all day long, our receivers, as elite as people think they aren't going to be worth anything because they're not going to get the ball, right? So let's see how the game's played on Sunday, okay? And any given Sunday, I mean, Holy Toledo, no one, not even me. I didn't think the Vikings were going to beat the Niners.
No, I mean, yeah.
You know, and when that happened, I'm like, okay, we might have something here. Okay. And so I've been watching the division, and right now you're the team to chase.
I'm feeling a little bit too much love, to be honest. I'm feeling a little bit too much love. Cody,
no. Okay, first let's get in there. Okay, all right.
Let's get in there.
Let's get in there. Okay, the North Brotherhood is the North Brotherhood. There's respect, right? Okay.
No.
Cody, you may have the stage, sir.
Ain't no love on Sunday.
Cody, you got this next.
Okay.
I don't want you to win a single fucking game. I don't want to win a single fucking game. I don't want the Bears to win a single fucking game.
But what about the Lions play the Packers?
Tie.
Yeah. If you guys win by a field goal, all right, or that'd be awesome.
I want my black and blue back. Okay. I want real football back. And there's got to be 2 or 3 teams from this division that have to control the league to do that.
They will control.
All right, Cody, I want to ask you now. What are you confident about in this game for the Vikings to win, and what gives you some concern that we might lose this game?
I'm very concerned. This one I'm very confident in is I want the Lions to double team Justin Jefferson. I do want you guys to do that because it's going to leave open our other weapons that we have. We have Jordan Addison and Jalen Naylor. We saw what teams did. We saw what the Packers did to us. We saw what the Giants did to us. They double teamed JJ. The Jets actually single coveraged JJ majority of the time on the field, and they had better success. Right? That means Jordan Addison's not getting free open. He's not running his free routes. So when you guys, I want you to double JJ. Give me your best players on JJ. I'll let Jordan Addison run all over you guys all day. Catch the ball over you guys all day. 49ers did it last year. Right? 49ers like, okay, they got nobody. We can single coverage Jordan Addison. Don't single coverage Jordan Addison. We have so many weapons on this offensive side that you got to account for. I'm very confident in this game, only because, and I'm sorry to say it, is your defensive leader is out of the game.
That's huge for us.
So that's huge. I made me sick. I was like, I wanted you guys full strength against us with us having TJ Hawkinson on the field. I wanted you guys full strength, and I saw that, and I was like, I'm very confident now. Your defensive leader is off the field. It's
don't get too confident, okay? Because you know what you're getting with Detroit. You see what they look. The last 2 games, we basically jammed the ball down their throat and told them they're going to get up and make breakfast. Okay, that's what we did. Okay, and we're coming to your home, and don't think this team isn't coming with an agenda. Okay, because we want the division. They want that division. They're not going to let it go easy. And we know
coming to get that division.
Well, now we know that every team that plays the Lions lose the next week. So we're hoping to send you 2-0, and for us to be 6-1, and you to be 5-2.
Well, I'm looking at your quarterback. I got my slags, my second Jared Goof in the game, right? Goff to make that poor decision, bro. And you've seen it.
Well, you got to get that. You got to make that happen. And that's the concern. And I mentioned that earlier. That defense is solid, okay? Mm-hmm. But you got to get to him. And if you can't get to him, he's going to pick you apart. Because if you keep him upright, he's good. 18 for 18 against Seattle, I think it was, right? Perfect game, okay? And this past week, we went into Dallas with an agenda to humiliate them, and we did it. We're coming into Minnesota to own you, okay?
Okay. We're going to 7 against your 5. You got to block the other.
Jack,
that's right.
You ain't said
the game is played on Sunday, so we're going to see how it goes, okay?
Well, I wanted to ask you guys a question, a real quick question. Who is the better quarterback, Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff?
I'm saying Jared Goff. I'm saying Jared Goff.
Okay. No, by numbers, it's Stafford all day. Stafford did a lot here, but he didn't have anything to work with. He had no offensive line. If he'd have been stood upright for like with this line, he would have holy Toledo, the numbers would have been amazing.
I believe that if Stafford was here when Dan Campbell was here, it would have been probably a different story. For some reason, Stafford needs that coach to be a better player. And when he went to Sean LeVay, what'd you see? Stafford turned out to be a better quarterback.
I do, guys. I like.
He's 1-4 now. Is it 1-4?
And they both played with Sean McVay.
Yeah,
but Goff took him to the Super Bowl.
I do like
I'm telling you. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all about a coach. You have a good coach, you can do it.
Yeah, you guys.
So Shaq, like once again, Shaq, you ain't talked in 90 minutes. So what worries you and what are you confident about in this game?
What worries me is if we don't contain their rush game. Because if we don't contain their rush game, then Jared Goff's going to go off. He needs that play action to be successful. Don't let Jared Goff get you confused thinking he's a good pocket passer. He needs that run game to complete his full passing abilities. If we stop that run game and let Jared Goff make Jared Goff win the game for the Lions, he's not going to do that. He needs David Montgomery. He needs Gibbs.
Yep, I agree. I was thinking that too. If he's under center and doing play action, it's going to be tough. But if he's stuck back in shotgun the whole day, we can handle that.
But that's almost the same with Sam Darnold. I mean, he's been choking in the second half.
Fair. They both have been good quarterbacks as far as like quarterback rating goes, but they both take a drastic dip when under pressure. So when things are perfect, they both play well. And let me ask you guys this. I personally think that Goff is underrated. Do you feel that way as Lion fans?
Yeah, I feel that way too.
He shouldn't be. He's the number one pick in the draft.
No, I think Goff is what he is, okay? I mean, look, let's talk about what you got in Sam Darnold, okay? Drew Brees was a train wreck in San Diego and goes to the Saints and becomes a champion. And I really think that's what you're looking at because you got a guy who's fitting into the system that you have. Okay, it looked good for a few years as long as you got him or a player like him in a system like that. Okay, is Goff as good as Darnold all day? Okay, all day because he's got the right line in front of him. It's about the offensive line. That's the whole game. That's what Holmes and Campbell are building here is that offensive line. So this comes down to 10 guys, your defensive front and our offensive line. That's the game right there. Who's good? Who's the better group?
Fair.
You know?
Yeah, it's like the game's going to be decided in the trenches.
It's going to be decided in the trenches.
And that's going to be that's going to be difficult because, I mean, I think defensively, I think we're going to have it. Offensively, they definitely have it. So, I mean, imagine this game. Imagine both teams scoring under 20 points in this game. Would that be a surprise to you guys?
Yeah.
No.
This game ends up 17-13 or something.
No.
That wouldn't surprise you? I'd be freaking surprised, bro. No. Cody, what's up? What's the over-under on this game, Cody?
49.
40.
50. It jumped to 51.5.
Wow.
And you're not going to be surprised if it's under 30, you guys. Come on.
No.
Why?
Because we have a great defense.
Because it's division. It's a divisional game.
Yeah.
Okay, but it was a divisional game. Both times we played them last year, I think the total was like 70.
You don't bet divisional.
But we had
games.
Nick Mullins.
Gambler, you do not bet. Like a main event. You don't
so
bet.
Greg, who's one player on the Lions that, unless you're a Lions fan, you don't really know about, but he's an impact player for you guys?
Oh man, I know all my players, man. But
no, you do. But like, unless you're a Lions fan, you don't know about this guy.
Right.
But
Brian Branch, man. Brian Branch. I don't know if you guys know about him, but Brian Branch.
From Alabama, safety cornerback.
Yeah, man, he's nice, man. He's playing second year. He's playing awesome, man.
Last game he had 2 picks, 2 pass deflections, a fumble recovery.
Yeah.
I saw him on the injury report yesterday. Did he come off?
I don't know.
Greg's like, he better.
Nah, I saw him on the injury report yesterday, but I think I saw that everybody except I think you have like one offensive lineman that didn't practice today.
Yeah. Man, I just hope St. Brown go off on you boys.
I hope he doesn't because he hasn't done it all year, but we would
Yeah.
be the team to do that. I mean, because like you guys said earlier that you think your biggest weakness is your secondary. I think our biggest weakness is the secondary, even though it's not as bad as it's been in past years. It is improved.
Yeah.
But we play a soft freaking zone, and I hate that. And if you guys are taking advantage of those underneath passes, it might be a long day for us.
Yeah. Well, man, I think it's going to be a coaching battle, man, this game. It's more.
If it comes down to coaching battle, I'm taking us.
Yeah.
I'm taking us.
I mean, I really like y'all defensive coordinator, man. He's awesome.
He's all right.
He's my game ball guy.
What about you, Manny? Do you have a player that like maybe is not getting the highlights? He's not a big name brand guy, but he does the work for you guys. He's very important. He makes an impact on the game.
Number 70, Dan Skipper. Okay, I told you earlier. I referenced earlier. Hard Knocks got cut. That's the guy that tried out for multiple teams, and what he shows in himself is that front office and that coaching staff's ability to pull out the best in players. Okay, and that guy is on the team, and as a matter of cracking jokes, okay, yeah, he's going to report eligible. Okay. Okay, right. Okay, look, that's who the team is. Okay, in a nutshell. Okay, is Dan Skipper, because there are no egos in that locker room. There's no prima donnas. It's not allowed. Okay, that is a real football team. It's a real black and blue football team. And here's the rhetorical question for you guys that I'll answer with two answers. Okay, one, why are the Minnesota team colors purple? Right? Well, as a Lions fan, I would say it's because you've been choking for 50 years.
See, as a Viking fan, we've heard that one, bro. We've heard that one.
But I know it's because it's the color of a bruise. You guys come into the black and blue division as an expansion team in the early 60s. Okay? And this is going to be, hopefully, a real black and blue game. Okay? And it's going to be ugly. And that is going to be a thing of beauty for us as fans, because you're going to see something you haven't seen since the 70s. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. And if the defensive line does what it has been doing so far, okay, the Lions are going to have real problems. Now, the Lions are going to meet that, okay? Your problem is the second half, as ours was last year.
It has been.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, look at what Green Bay almost did, okay? And they're not even good.
Stop it, Low.
Whoa. They're pretty good.
They're pretty good. It's the best division in football. They're pretty good. Rinaldi,
Green Bay is good too.
Rinaldi, who's one person on our team that you think may be a little unsung that these guys might not know about that they better watch out for?
Do you guys? Let me just ask the question. Do you guys know who Josh Metellus is?
Yes.
Okay. Watch out.
Greg didn't answer. Greg wants to know why.
Wait a minute. That's the
My man, you don't know where he's playing. He could play on the D line. He could play as a safety. He could play as a cornerback. He could play as linebacker. Okay. This guy is all over the place.
Wait a minute, Greg, are you from Michigan?
I'm you next shot.
Yeah, I'm from Detroit.
Okay, so he used to play for the Wolverines in college. He's like a safety.
I'm not a Wolverine fan. That's probably why.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Michigan State fan.
Oh, he's a Spartan.
He's a Spartan.
Yeah.
So you love Kirk Cousins, huh?
Yeah, I'm a Kirk Cousins fan.
They do
it. Damn.
They do it.
Well, I know you
All right,
guys
Shaq, go off, Shaq.
Oh. I like Kirk Cousins. He's all right to me, man.
He hasn't played for your Lions.
He's the reason y'all was winning the division.
Wait a minute. All right, so hold on. Real
so wait a minute. Y'all think
Greg.
Sam Darnold is better than Kirk Cousins?
No,
absolutely not.
No.
100%. 100,000,000%. 100.
Okay. So Greg,
hold on. Let's check.
Viking.
Fish, hold on. I need Shaq to finish this 100,000,000% stuff.
There's all these people on camera that Sam Darnold will be better than Kirk Cousins. I had to convince them that Sam Darnold will do what Kirk Cousins never did in his 6 years as a Minnesota Viking fan. And so far, he's proved me right. 5-0, we never did that with Kirk. We never went 2-0 with Kirk.
Talent-wise, Kirk Cousins is better.
Kirk Cousins is better. Mental-wise,
Sam
Darnold might be
better
better.
arm.
what we
Sam
could do,
Darnold's
what we
got a
could do
better
with this team, what we could do with this
Sam
team, not
Darnold's
paying the
faster
Kirk
than Kirk.
Cousins. Oh, we're about to start
Sam
fighting
Darnold's faster.
internally.
Hey,
Sam Darnold's
Manny, here's
faster. He
the
got a
answer.
stronger arm.
Manny, here's the
All
right
right,
answer.
enough of that.
At $10 million, I'll take Sam Darnold over Cousins at $40 million.
Me too.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Yeah, that's fact.
So, Greg,
Ask me again in 3 weeks.
contemporary Vikings, and involved in this game, Jalen Naylor.
That's the guy I was about to talk about.
Isn't he Michigan State?
Yes.
100%.
Jalen
So
Speedy Naylor.
What about him?
Are you worried at all?
No, I'm not.
I would be.
I'm not.
Okay.
I guarantee Jalen Naylor scores a touchdown against you guys this game because you're too occupied with.
He might. I mean, he might. I mean, hey, you never know. He might.
Just double team Justin Jefferson, and then it'll happen.
I think we're gonna single. We're gonna play man up on Jefferson, man. We're gonna be all right against Jefferson.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, we got somebody over the top that's going.
That's
You know,
double.
you got Kirby Joseph and Branch. You know what I'm saying? He better watch out. He better watch out, man. We like to go for kneecaps.
We know.
Yeah, we know. Hawkinson. We saw that.
It's Justin
Too
Jefferson
soon.
like that, knocking on your guys.
Cody, who's a player they need to watch out for that maybe they don't know about?
Jalen Naylor. It's 100% Jalen Naylor.
Still Jalen
100.
Naylor.
I'm telling you, you talked about let's double team JJ before we went in the single coverage. Double team JJ. I'm telling you, because you're going to put your second best cornerback on Jordan Addison, and all Jalen Naylor has to do is run a 9 route.
So what y'all think? We don't have good cornerbacks, or what's going on with that? I mean, we don't have Carlton Davison, we don't have Arnold, we don't have enough to keep up. I mean,
is Arnold good?
You said
I think Arnold's decent. I think he hasn't been really scored. I mean, I think he's decent. He's learning. You know what I mean? He's a rookie, so he's getting better every game. I notice.
He's handsome.
Who's your third corner?
And Carlton Davis gonna be on your boy Jefferson. So we
Okay, who's your third corner though?
Oh, I don't know. Who is our third corner?
Probably Brian Branch.
Watch out for
It's
him.
supposed to be Branch.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing, man. Has Naylor got over 50, 100 yards? We ain't worried about Naylor.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
When? Which game?
The first two.
The Giants.
How many yards he had?
Jason Williams. He catches that one deep ball.
Yeah, but the reason why Naylor got off those games because wasn't Addison out?
Yeah.
No.
Not the first game, but yeah.
I thought Addison didn't play the first or second game.
No, he didn't play the
He
second,
missed
third
like
game.
2 games. Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't play the second, third game.
We're not. Hey man, I promise y'all, we are not worried. We are not worried. This is.
I'm gonna promise you that Arnold better be worried about covering Addison if you guys are playing man. I'm gonna tell you right now, you better be worried about that.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I really hate. I mean, I'm not gonna say hate because hate is a strong word, but Glenn, our defensive coordinator, man, he bothers me sometimes, but he coached a good game against Dallas, so hopefully he can keep it up. But other than that, man, he gives up the most passing yards I ever seen in a defensive coordinator ever. He gets put 300-400 yards on him. I mean, Geno Smith threw almost 400 yards on him, man. I'm like, that's what scares me.
About your only loss of the season, right? You guys had multiple trips to the red zone, and you went for it on 4th down a bunch of times that game, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you guys would have a field goal, you would have won. Is that correct?
I believe so. I really can't remember that game though. I couldn't tell you.
You guys
think
the red zone,
I know we should have won that game.
You should have. And who was that? Who's the blame fall on that for not taking the point?
Well, we always got to blame it on Campbell.
Oh yeah, you do.
Well, I believe he lost us 3 games last year.
Mm-hmm. For doing the same.
We should have beat San Francisco if he would have played, kicking field goals.
I can't believe the Broncos just beat the Saints 33-10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
I mean, the Broncos beat the Saints. Did I say that right?
Yeah, it's still at the under.
That's wild. All right. Are you guys connected, to a fan base anywhere on social media or anything like that? Like, because I kind of want, besides just you guys, what's the pulse of Lions fans going into this game? Like, is it confident? Is it not confident? Or is it kind of teetering?
Manny, you're muted.
Swagger. It's all swagger. It's cocky. It's cocky. It's arrogance. Okay. A lot of the casual fans, the bleacher bunnies, are thinking that we're going to walk in and trounce you. I don't buy it, but because they're not sensible. But they're talking smack, and that's the game. That's fans. Okay. I listen to the sports radio station out here, The Ticket. Okay, and they're talking like we're going to run you over. Not those guys on the station, but the callers. I'm not buying it. It's going to be a tough game, but it's all swag, man, and it's bullshit.
What about you, Greg? You hearing the same thing? Like, are you hearing from
I'm
Lions
hearing
fans?
almost the same thing. I'm in this group called the True Lions Fan, and a lot of people are very confident on us winning the game. But like he said, man, this is going to be a tough game to win, especially in your house, man. It's going to be tough. You guys are, you guys probably really want to beat us, so it's going to be a really good game.
Let me interject a player that they may not have heard of.
Oh.
That they really need to maybe look up. Will Reichert.
Yeah, our kicker.
Willie Three Toes.
Mr. Perfect.
Because I think you missed a Super Bowl based on a kicker. Is that right?
Calm
We missed a
down.
couple Super Bowls off a kicker.
Okay, but you got one now.
No,
Okay.
so Manny was playing nice until now.
Yeah.
Well, hey, come on. I'm in the group. Why not? And I'm drinking. I'm 3 beers in.
I mean, it could have been something stupid, Manny, like we went for it on 4th down 3 times in a row.
Well, you know what? I would admit, okay, we're not always fans of that, but you know what? You gotta love a guy who trusts his team. You know?
Definitely that.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
I just want to let you know that beer looks okay, but that smoke, that butt you got, that looks fucking fabulous, man.
Thank
I
you.
want one of them.
Okay. I love these things. Been smoking since I was 11.
Tribe. My only worry about our special teams is the penalties. Like, we've had too many penalties on special teams. So aside from that, no, I'm not really worried. I don't think it's been that suspect. I mean, we had the fumble against the Packers, but we had a guy back there returning punts who doesn't return punts. But outside of that, nah, not worried about it.
How many losses you guys think y'all gonna get this year?
I had us at 10.
Yeah, preseason selection, I had us at 7-10.
I had us at 10-7, maybe 9-8.
Yeah.
But
But
going
now
forward,
I'm looking at 4.
going forward, I see 4-5.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, I noticed one thing about y'all team, man. You guys, man, y'all get on the road, boy. Y'all be on the road. Cause I remember that one year y'all did it, and y'all won so many games. I think y'all won like 7 games by like 3 points or something. Or kept coming back.
Yeah,
2020?
About 2 years ago.
2022?
Yeah, more like 11 games by 1 score.
Yeah, man, that was a crazy.
Manny got the
season.
balloons going.
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago, and the Vikings got crushed in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, I'll tell you this as a Viking fan, and I can vouch for many Viking fans. We didn't believe in that team. Like, we knew what was going on. We knew what was going on. We were winning by 1 point against sorry teams, and like we would get a lead and let them come back, and it was Kirk Cousins as our quarterback. That Michigan Spartan, like, we don't believe in that.
What differential was 13 that year? Our differential was 13 that year. This year it's what, 53?
No, we were -3 that year.
So we're -3 point differential at 12 wins. Now we're up in the same realm as the 98 team right now.
All right. Well, before I get you fellas out of here, and thank you guys for joining us. This has been fun. Like, we've been having fun with other fans.
Thank you for inviting me, man.
Like, this is the first time we've ever had multiple fans from the same team, and I think it went well and everything. I do want to get your final prediction for this game. Give me the score and who wins, Greg.
Well, I'm going to go 24-21 Detroit.
Okay. Wouldn't expect anything less. I would have expected more points, but that's fair. Manny, what's your prediction for this game?
35-20 Detroit.
Let's go, man.
See, Manny was playing nice all night, but at the end, he's in the three Guinness deep. All of a sudden, the fangs start coming out a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey man,
You gotta put it out there.
no, it's all about the offensive line and your defensive line. And I really have every reason to believe that Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator, is going to pick your secondary apart. I'm confident. Okay, as a fan, what's going to happen Sunday? The game's played on Sunday. Okay?
It is played on Sunday, and let me tell you else what happened Sunday. After the game, we go live for a show we call Aftercare because we need a little bit of aftercare afterwards. And you guys are welcome to join us for that, win or lose.
Win or lose, baby.
Send me an invite.
I'll send an invite.
I am a man who has learned that eating crow with ketchup works. Okay.
I prefer mustard, but okay.
So bring your ketchup, man.
I'm glad to.
I'll send you guys both a link on Sunday. If you guys want to show up, win or lose, I'm sending it to you, and we'll do it again. And we'll do it again. I think we play each other the last game of the season.
End of the year. You guys are great. I picked Manny up off an NFC North trash talk site. That was everybody kept saying NFC North stuff,
bro.
Yeah, and it's like, and Manny, you came up great, dude. Honestly, you guys did a great job, and Greg, you too, man. You guys said good stuff. I really appreciate you coming on, both of you.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Well, I'm gonna send you guys a link on Sunday if you guys want to join us for some aftercare. We'll talk about the game. All right, thank you guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys.
Boys.
All right.
Wait, Manny.
I got it. Damn it, Cody. My bad. I know you wanted to do it, and he probably would have done it.
He would have done it.
He would have done it.
He would have done it. Skol, Manny. Skol, Greg.
Skol, guys.
Go, guys.